As we have created table using spark.catalog.create table by passing schema as part of the earlier topic, let's understand how we can insert data into that existing table using insert into. We can use modes such as append and overwrite with insert into. Default is append. When we use insert into, following happens. If the table does not exist, insert into will throw an exception. If the table exists, by default data will be appended. We can alter the behavior by using keyword argument overwrite. It is by default false. We can pass true to replace existing data. Now let's run this piece of code to take care of creating Spark session object. In this case, the kernel is Python 3, that's why it is failing. Let me choose PySpark 2 or PySpark 3, and then I should be able to run this. It will take care of creating Spark session object for us. Once it is created, let's set spark.sql.shuffle partitions to 2 so that it uses limited resources if shuffling is involved while dealing with a small dataset to learn. Once this is set to 2, then we should be able to attach to the database by using set current database like this. It will take care of attaching to the database which is created as part of the previous topic, which is nothing but my username underscore hr underscore db, which is nothing but itversity underscore hr underscore db. We should be able to say spark.catalog.current database like this to confirm to which database we are attached to or connected to. In this case, you can see that my session is connected to or attached to itversity underscore hr underscore db database. We should be able to list the tables in this database by using list tables. You can see the table list here. There is only one table by name employees. Using this table name, we should be able to list the columns as well. Let's list the columns on this table. We have 5 columns in it. They are nothing but employee ID, first name, last name, salary, and nationality. As we have confirmed that we have the table, now we can actually get the data from data frame into this table. However, the data frame has to be consistent with this table structure. Otherwise, we will not be able to use the data frame to insert into this table. Let's use a list of employees, create a data frame using those employee details, and insert into the employees table in HRDB database. Make sure existing data is overwritten. We want to overwrite the existing data if at all there is data in the table. When it comes to employees, it is of type list. It contains 4 tuples. Each tuple should contain 5 elements because our table have 5 columns. Each of these tuples in this list also should contain 5 attributes. And also the data types of those attributes should be same as the data types of our columns in the table. You can validate here. The first one is integer. It look like employee ID. Next 2 are nothing but names. They are of type strings. Even here, second one and third one are nothing but first name and last name, and they are of type strings. Fourth one is of type float. You can see the 4th column in the table. It is salary and it is of type float. 5th one is nothing but a country or nationality, and we have string type values in it. If you look at the table, the 5th column is nationality. It is of type string, which means our table structure is consistent with the list we have. So we have employees which matches our table structure. Using this list, first we have to create data frame because write is exposed on top of data frame which contain functions such as insert into. To create data frame using list, you can actually use spark.create data frame like this. Spark is of type spark session. Create data frame is a function as part of it. You can pass the list to it like this. You can specify the schema like this. While creating the data frame using data from file or collection like this, either you can pass the schema using string type or struct type. You can also get the schema from the table and pass that schema as argument to this. The way you can get the schema from the table is like this. You can add one more cell here. You can say spark.read.table. The table name is nothing but employees. It will create a data frame. You can say dot schema like this. It will return the schema using struct type. You can see the details here. You can also use this in place of this string to pass the schema. Now let's create this list. Using the string approach, let's create the data frame. Now employees df is nothing but data frame. You can actually validate by saying employees df dot show. You can preview the output. You can also get the schema of this data frame by saying employees df.schema. It will return struct type. Even though we have defined schema using string, internally it will manage it as struct type only. That's why you are seeing struct type schema here. Now, as we have the data frame ready, data frame exposes an attribute called as write. It is of type writer. It has a function called as insert into. You should be able to use insert into and pass the table name as first argument and then say overwrite equal to true because we want to overwrite the existing dataset if at all there is data already. Now let's run this. It will take care of inserting the data from employees df, which is nothing but this, into the table employees. We can actually review by running this piece of code. We should be able to see the 5 or 4 records here. You can also use spark.sql and then say select star from employees and then show to preview the data. Now you can see that data is successfully inserted into the employees table. You can also use this approach. Instead of saying overwrite equal to true like this, you can also say dataframe.write.mode of overwrite insert into table name. Even this one will work without any issues. You can run this and you should be able to preview the data once again. Actually, even though we specified mode as overwrite, it have duplicated the data, which means this approach is not working. So this is not the correct approach. Only way to overwrite the existing data is by using this approach. So overwrite using mode is not working while inserting into the tables. If it is files, it will work. When I remove it and when I use overwrite equal to true, it is working without any issues. This is how you should be able to insert into existing tables. You can create the data frame either from the file or from the collection, and then using the data frame you should be able to use write dot insert into and insert the data into the table.